Hi, this is Tim from napsoshutter.com, and in this video I'm going to cover what to do if your Samsung TV has horizontal lines on the screen, and these 9 quick fixes for how to get rid of them. So we'll start by cold booting your TV. So this will clear out any issues with non-permanent memory and reset your boards without losing any personal settings. So just turn your TV on, unplug your TV from the wall socket with it switched on, wait for 30 seconds to allow any charge to drain from the capacitors on the main board, then plug your TV back in and switch it back on again. Although this might seem a basic step, it's surprising how often power cycling will help fix it, and it should always be tried before any more extreme fixes. There is a strong possibility that a poorly seated cable is creating signal noise, which is displaying on screen as horizontal lines. So switch off your TV and remove any HDMI cables. You can then turn your TV on and bring up the on-screen menu. If the horizontal lines are gone, then you know that there's a problem with one of your external connections. So just try reseating your HDMI and other cables one by one until you find the damaged cable that needs replacing. You should always make sure that the firmware on your TV is up to date. Most Samsung TVs have auto-updating of firmware, but you can't assume this is turned on for you. So to make sure that this is on, press Menu or Home on your remote and go to Settings, then Support and Software Update, and make sure Auto Update is switched on. For older Samsung TVs, you'll need to update the firmware by USB, and there's the full steps of how to do this in the linked article below. You can then try factory resetting your TV. So this will remove any personalization features and downloaded apps, but it's always worth a shot when other methods haven't worked. So to factory reset your TV, press Menu or Home on your remote and go to Settings, then General and Privacy and Reset. You need to enter your PIN, which by default is 4 zeros for Samsung. You should also make sure that your TV is getting a constant power supply. There's no fluctuations in voltage, which could be causing these horizontal lines on the screen. The most common cause of fluctuations in voltage from wall sockets are faulty surge protectors. So remove any surge protectors and smart plugs between your TV and wall socket. You can also try a different wall socket in the same room if you have one available, just to rule out that there's no household power supply issues. If you're still seeing the horizontal lines, then it's likely to be a problem related to the T-Con board. This timing control board is a small PCB that drives your TV's panel and translates the signal into a picture on your screen. It's possible that the individual LVDS cables connecting your T-Con board to your panel have got some dirt or grime in them. So just disconnect these. They have a little catch that you have to flip down, and then you could just gently pull them out and give them a clean with compressed air to make sure that none of the pins are being blocked by any dirt. There's a lot more details on how to do this in the linked article below. If you're still seeing horizontal lines after cleaning the cables, then there's a good chance that they're caused by a faulty clock on the T-Con board. So this has a few chips on it which send out clock signals, which are used to drive each individual row of pixels in turn on your screen and make sure that they are filled in turn faster than you can see. If one of these clocks fails, then that can cause horizontal lines. But because there are multiple clocks, it's possible that you can prevent the bad signal from getting through, and one of the working clocks will then compensate for it. So to do this, you can use non-conductive tape to block some of the individual contacts on the T-Con cable. This is a bit of a trial and error approach, so I would check out the video that's in the linked article below for a good demonstration of how to do this. You can also just try squeezing the bezel of the screen if you've only got a single thin black horizontal line. It's possible that the row driver or the gate driver has failed, or that the connection between it and the TV's panel, which is factory bonded, has failed. And if you just try squeezing the edge of your TV, if that makes the black line go away, then you can usually just get rid of the horizontal line by opening up your TV and applying a bit of tape to keep pressure on this tab connector. And then that will make sure that the connection stays and that the black line will be removed. But there's a lot more tips on how to do this and on the various causes of horizontal lines on a Samsung TV in the linked article below.